10 reasons why you shouldn't vote. Number 1. A vote is a stamp of approval on a completely immoral and unjust system of exploitation, and by voting, the sheep are agreeing to be sheared. Number 2. To voluntarily accept a master ruling class due to the fraud of voting is little more than intentionally giving up your freedom in favor of tyrannical rule and serfdom. Number 3. Like pagans conducting rituals to appease evil spirits, a voter participates in elections hoping to shape his nation's destiny and align it with his own interests. But these efforts mainly serve to legitimize the state, just as pagan rituals serve to exalt a witch doctor's status among the tribe. Number 4. Voting can be weaponized against you. We saw this in the recent Palestine conflict after civilians who supposedly voted for Hamas. The media said they, quote, deserved to be attacked. Also, the people of Argentina who recently took to the streets in protest of President Millei's austerity policy were condemned by the media who said, well, the people voted for it. Number 5. Voting divides the people into warring factions, which is part and parcel of the old divide and conquer strategy. Number 6. Voting tends to be mandatory in socialist and communist countries, which begs the question, why is the government so interested in forcing people to vote, even in cases where there's only one candidate running for office? The answer seems to be that the system needs the consent of the people in order to justify the wrongs that are constantly perpetuated on them. Number 7. If you don't vote, the powers that be cannot use your vote against you as evidence that you've consented to be governed. Number 8. The concept of government is that the people grant to a small group of individuals the ability to establish and maintain control over them. The inherent flaw in such a concept is that any government will invariably and continually expand upon its controls, resulting in the ever-diminishing freedom of those who granted them the power. And that's a quote from Thomas Jefferson. Number 9. As long as you play the game, you cannot win and nothing will change. Therefore, voting is meaningless. It just gives credibility to the game. The only way to win is to not play it. And number 10, if everyone refused to vote, it would expose the fallacy of America being a, quote, democracy by laying bare the naked tyranny of the unelected rulers.